evening, everybody, and welcome back. No, not to Realistic Tier this time. I know it's not the voice you expected on a Tuesday. I am words. I am SOX from your Realistic Tier streamer, but here tonight for no assist. And I am joined by the lovely. It's Tacit. Good evening, Killian. Good evening, Ethan. How you guys doing, my friends? Yeah, weird circumstances here for me. It's a Tuesday night and I'm on the commentary box. But it is no assist. We have a sprint weekend to finish out our season. That's right, it's the season finale. And there is a title decider. Is Ethan, Mr. Weatherman, saying it's all dry for the final race of the season, and Morgan, Mr. Morgan News, is here. Good evening, Morgan. I hope you've got that paper writing skills ready. Drivers, start your engines, and don't, it's the wrong order, but God bless America. Good evening, Jack. I hope you're very well, my friend. Jack, I am not on track tonight. I'm here with Tacit in the com box, but we have got 12 lovely drivers for you at the moment. I believe there's supposed to be 13, but I do not know who's missing. We have got that guy in the McLaren, Chipmunk in the Sauber, Jensen in the V-Carb after getting all of Ridz's money last week, all 60 quid of it. John, one of our title contenders in the Williams. Willow, the other title contender, currently in the lead of the Drivers' Championship in the RB as well. Ethan in the Mercedes, Thomas in the Williams, Deflated Wee in his Alpine, which I'm pretty sure he'll be glad to get rid of. Chivers in his Aston Martin, been showing some really good pace in the practice lobby. Killian is in the Haas car, of course, who would have thought. Captain Aiden is in the Ferrari and Jakob is in the McLaren. I'm not going to pretend like this is realistic here because the cars don't mean anything. The cars have got their equal module on. But you know. So Tacit, going into the season finale as the 13th driver has just joined. It was Jack. So Jack was our one that is missing. He is in the Mercedes. So Tacit, what can you tell us about this finale? You talk about the finale and I will make sure that everything's okay.
My audio should be included now, hold on. Yep, I can hear myself.
It is.
I can
Perfect.
hear myself.
So
it's going to be very close between John and Willow. 8-point gap. So Willow essentially just needs to beat him in every format tonight to clinch his first Drivers' Championship. Although John will be aiming for that 6th one. It's been listed in his goals in the streaming section of Sim Roster, and it's what he wants to do, and he's not going to give it up so easily. So very close, and then we've also got so many other quick drivers up here tonight.
That was a slide from John out of...
and to Morgan, you still haven't got up to me about buying 5% of your newspaper.
Yeah, I think...
We'll be making arrangements.
Yes, there will be arrangements for that paper. I believe, going on about the championship standings, what we calculated in the practice lobby beforehand was John has to win both the sprint and... If John wins the sprint and the feature... Willow has to be P3 at maximum for him to win by 1 point. So John will win by 1 point if he wins both races and Willow is P3. Which one of the notable misses from this race is Cod Camper, my teammate. So that is one less car for Willow to be held up by if he cannot qualify on pole in both these races. Right now, the first car to finish a lap is going to be John. Let's see what he can produce. His setup is a bit unorthodox, we'll call it. But of course, this is sprint quali, so it'd be short, flick and fast on the medium tyres. 27.2, it's a good start from John.
Is indeed then Willow beating that though with a 26.8 going 4/10 quicker, so it's going to be an interesting one. I think, yeah, both on the fresh medium tyres in sprint qualifying 1. Still many to go. Ethan going 1/10 slower than John.
There's a McLaren at Jakob, goes into the 28s. There's a yellow flag that is for Jakob. Jensen is up next. He is going to be he's on a big run of form in all three in all three tiers, but he does a 36.7 to start off. I think he's doing maybe a double run. But yeah, Jensen winning fastest lap in all three races last week. So getting the big money from our lovely sponsors, Rids and Goldlocks. Thank you very much to those two for sponsoring the races last week. Hopefully Monaco will be back in season 11, so you guys can do your thing again. Next up to the line is going to be Killian, but he's invalidated, so he'll be going again. And Killian come back for the last couple of rounds of no assist. It's been really
Captain
fun to
Aiden, though, just above me, going up to the line, he goes up to 5th base with a 29.2. Then next up to the line, it should be, I think, Tuomas. No, not Tuomas.
Yeah, it's gonna be John coming in. I think.
Yes. No, Tuomas actually is the next person coming to the line here.
Yeah.
Breaking into Castillo Triangle now. Good line through there. Now up to the finish line. Keep getting the least amount of distance possible, and he goes 4th with a 27.9.
Yeah, Tuomas has been really picking up pace in the last couple of weeks. He got almost got a podium in Spain. If it weren't for a time limit penalty for COD being removed, he would have been P3, so he's P4. So he's picking up great number of points for... as Jack has spun at turn 2. That's not very good for his start. He's currently not got a lap. He's got enough time to make it back to the pits and come back out, though, to see what he can produce in a second run. Killian has also invalidated his run, so that I think that means next up to finish the lap will be deflated wee, so you get a whole lap full of deflated wee driving.
Yeah,
very close.
Easy to go wide there, and your car can bottom out on these two curves into Degna 1 on the exit of Degna 2. Now into the hairpin, making sure to get good line early on the power on the exit, using the curb as well to provide as much of a better line as possible. Now going up to Spoon curve. Turn 1 is relatively straightforward, using as much of the track on entry. Turn 2 is of the Spoon area, very easy to go understeer through, as it's quite off camber. Now going through to I don't know why I forgot what this corner's called. 130R. Now through to Castillo Triangle. Braking at the 100 board, using as much as the curb as possible without unsettling the car. They've changed the track in F125, so you can use a lot more of the curves here at Suzuka. Now having the DRS, and he goes third on the mediums with 27.2, the fastest of the medium runners.
Deflated wee looking to be a buffer in this realm. Of course, this is a real life thing. We borrow the cars from the real F1 teams, and we fly them over to Japan for the night. In the last couple of realistic tier races, I've made law. Don't ask how. there is IIRL law now, and one of them is that we borrow the cars from the real life teams. Yeah, and do you remember when I mentioned earlier about the this is all for context? This is all new to Tacit, as Shiver goes P5, showing a great deal of pace today. Is Shivers. Hopefully he can put it into a great result. But me and Willow have been, along with I think Morgan in the chat, we've been making all this law, which is where kind of the newspaper came from. And one of the bits of the law we had for realistic tier is that when we borrow the cars from the real teams, they have a module on the car, a module that we put on the car, which we've made, which is an equalizer modular, so it equals all the cars out.
Oh,
no matter how they're built.
Yeah.
And we take it off for a realistic tier. Yeah, I don't know. It's just the stuff you like ramble on about, really, but it's quite fun to think about.
I suppose I've sort of invented my own law with trying to buy 5%, exactly 5% of Morgan's newspaper. I think I haven't offered any money, but I'd like to offer a pack of Haribos and some Jaffa cakes.
Oh, that's got to be accepted, Morgan. If you're still there, mate, that's got to be an acceptable offer.
My final offer is that plus 5 quid. But back to something else equally as interesting. We've got some more drivers going up for laps. Chipmunk and Jack both have been listed on out laps at the minute.
Yeah, Jack will be the first to do a soft lap. He's looking to get out there early and not get held up by much traffic. Doesn't want to miss the line. But Jack Havard coming out from a good week in Monaco. Unfortunately, I believe getting a DNF in no assist, but almost being in the running for a podium on Thursday and having a very good result on Sunday. So looking for a lovely send-off to his no assist season before I believe he's competing in both Thursday and Sunday this week, looking to show just how much he's improved over the coming season, the last couple of seasons, and prove that he can be competitive. That's the word I was looking for. Everything else just sounded a bit mean, as that guy has retired in the pit lane, so he will not be going again. So he'll start from a maximum of P7.
Yeah, sadly not using his trademark hard tyres. Just electing to do the one lap of 28.269. Still very competitive, but we are going to be expecting times probably on the softs towards the end of the session in perhaps the mid to high 27s for our drivers here.
Well, yeah, the majority of the drivers will be around that, but I believe. Oh, as Jack is round! No! So Jack will be starting from the back row of the grid, as Chipmunk is also starting to run. He is the new second place driver in assist here after a generational bottle from myself, who is 1 point behind Chipmunk now. It's a very tough call on Sunday for him to go and beat Cal for the title, but that is a Sunday problem. Today he's looking to see what he can do in the no assist round. So we'll see what he can produce. 32 flat in the first sector.
Since my break from racing, I've sort of not kept a needle on the pulse with assist here. Am I right in thinking that Josh has disappeared again?
Josh has not been racing the last couple of weeks. He is,
Yeah.
I think, he got given his Rainbow Snake back, and then hasn't been able to race on Sundays ever since. So Cal has a massive
I'd love
hole
to
on
see
the
Cal
title.
win the title. I mean, I remember the hype when he won his first race. That was absolutely magical.
Exactly, and if
we
he hadn't
have
won that race.
exactly, yeah. Chipmunk doing 11.2 that so far in this lap. I mean, it's going to be magical seeing what he can set in this lap time and who comes out on top today in terms of the Drivers' Championship, but also in terms of other championships in the no assist tier. Williams seem almost set to win the Constructors' title, 20 points ahead of VCARB. So that one seems to be almost wrapped up here.
Well, P3 for Jensen. Sorry, Chipmunk's gone
Oh,
P10
wow.
and Jensen's
Oh, my
just gone
God.
P3. There's a Mercedes in the wall at the back. We got Captain Aiden up next, who's going to be one of the Constructors' champions in assist here on Sunday if it all goes his way. Next up is going to be John. He goes pole. He's a 26.2. Lovely lap there from John. He's in the driver's seat at the moment. Ethan's going to be next.
Yeah.
P2 for Ethan, so he's put a buffer in for Willow. Willow's 2 tenths opposite currently
And he's
stands.
going through the final corners now, using his least distance to get to the finish line, burning the rest of the battery. DRS is open, and Willow does not get pole position.
It's P2.
He's 2 tenths behind
off.
John. That is not pole position, but it could be
Deflated
enough.
Wee's in the middle. Deflated Wee's put his
0.03.
car in the middle. Oh no!
Yeah.
Jakob's P6 and Thomas is P7.
Yep, so this could be
Killian's
crucial.
going to be last, and Killian, I don't know, he's P5. Great lap from Killian, goes ahead of Jensen. Oh,
yeah, this could be damaging
quality
for the championship. Willow only starting third. As at this rate, John will win the championship by 1 point if this could be the final order in the race.
In both races, yeah.
Yep, as I was
So
saying.
that is going to be your short sprint qualifying results. Your rundown is John P1, Deflate P2, Willow P3, Ethan P4, Killian P5, Jensen P6, Jacob P7, Thomas P8, Shivers P9, Captain 8 P10, that guy P11, Shivers P12, and Jack P13. Whew. Got it.
Even faster than I usually do with my runs in the streams.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah, now we have a short break until the start of the sprint.
Yeah, it'll be a couple of minutes, I imagine. I don't think it'll be too long because we will have a standard scheduled 5-minute break for the feature race. So The main talking point for the sprint is going to be one: can Willow make any progress?
It's absolutely likely. Japan, there are. It's more of a difficult place to overtake, although we do have that long DRS zone on the main straight. The Castillo Triangle will offer a good place to overtake for those daring enough, but it is not the curtains for Willow. I think he's definitely got many chances in the race, especially if he can secure a good start in a couple minutes' time.
Yeah, exactly. And with Willow being in the driver's seat for the title, gap of he's got gap of 8 points to John John. So Willow's on 282 and John John is on 274. So Willow will not want to be risky with anything. I would be shocked to see if we see any risky overtakes from Willow, because he knows that he knows that he would potentially be caught in a collision that could lose him the title. So I don't think we'll be seeing anything like that from Willow. But the one main talking point for the sprint is what tyres are people going to choose, because depending on what tyre allocations people have chosen, they can have the hards or mediums. Of course, the mediums will be good early on, but the hards may make it to the end. Make it easy to the end.
Yeah, I mean, the most dangerous people in these sessions tonight were the people in the championships, both of them who have nothing to lose, as they will also be driving their own races here.
Exactly, and Jack is in our chat saying, and hear that it was his best lap. Jack, you've been struggling out there a bit, but think about it this way: the only way is up. Like if you're from England, there is a place in England called Essex, which you could be going. That's not the only way, but you know that's
I see what you're doing there.
another thing. Yeah, that's my brain. And Money Game saying thank you, Willow. I believe that means Money Jensen. Apologies, he has recently changed his name to Jensen, so apologies if we call him either or. But just know that Money Game is Jensen and Jensen is Money Game. So we assume that Willow might have given Money Game a tow. Of course, there is still a hope for the Constructors' Championship for VCarb, but the driving seat is for Williams at the moment after, like I said, the last couple of rounds where Thomas has pulled in some lovely finishing performances, and John being also up there every week. They have managed to have a big hold on the championship. They got 348 points with Visa Cash App RB or Racing Bulls or whatever you want to call them now on 328 points in so that is what 20 that's 20 points. So VCarb could do it. We will try and make sure we get that tube, because we are not going to be able to do the maths mid race. That's got to be a mistake, surely.
It's
Can
an
you see what I'm
interesting
saying? Can you see what I'm seeing?
one. Oh, hello, Rothwell.
Is it Rothwell?
Yes, Rothwell is in the chat saying he didn't expect to see you streaming tonight.
Yeah, hi, Rothwell. Basically Johnny B wasn't available because he has other priorities, and I am terrible around Japan, no assist, and I said, and Tacit hasn't been able to stream on PC yet, so I was like, okay, I'll do it, and I'm here streaming the finale for you with Tacit, and Shivers is on the softs in a sprint race.
Yeah, most interesting one.
What is going through that mind? I mean, yeah, you're not wrong, Sam. But yeah, we've got a lovely battle for you tonight. Oh, so currently, John is P1 and Willow is P3 for the sprint. If it finishes this way, so John P1 and Willow P3 in both races, then John wins the title. If Willow finishes P2, then Willow wins the title in the feature race.
Yeah, we should. If I was on PC, this would be the time I would try and display some form of graphic. But we have now the drivers lining up to the grid for probably the most nerve-wracking moments of the evening, especially, I mean, in my case, when I would drive.
Oh, Jack is round.
Jack
Jack is round.
indeed. This is probably the most nerve-wracking moment. So delays when you're about to start racing are
And
the
unfortunately,
worst part. But we are ready to go now. The 5 lights almost about to go. Is the branding
Jensen getting
changes.
disqualified, so he will start from a 3 meter
Indeed.
deficit.
A deficit you would not want, especially in the sprint races. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Held long, but it's lights out and away we go for the sprint race here in Japan. It's a great launch from any of our drivers. Jack unfortunately getting a spin off the line as we go too wide there between Deflated Wee and Willow into turn 1 and turn 2, holding off position. Maybe a slight squeeze there as Willow continues to fight.
There's a car around that
Deflated Wee.
Shivers is round, and
That's a yellow flag in sector 1.
Willow's going to fight this. John is going to get a good gap here. Shivers on his softs getting very unfortunate start, but Deflated Wee might be looking in the rearview mirror for a lot of this race. Willow, we know what he can do, and Willow is going to want to get ahead. But will he try and risk it? Gap's currently 7 tenths as Aiden has gotten past Chipmunk, and they're almost going 3 wide through the hairpin between him and that guy. And wow, everything is happening at the moment. Chipmunk getting past that guy by the looks of it as well, or looking to get past that guy on the exit. Willow and Deflated Wee have broken a second to Ethan in P4. Chipmunk managing to stay ahead of that guy.
Shivers managed to overtake back, by the way, and that guy managing to overtake Chipmunk to get P10. The possible race strategy has been suggested on my screen, saying that softs would not be an option as Willow continues to go for a move, goes for a lunge up the inside Deflated Wee, managed to not pull off the move
contact there.
Yeah, a bit of argy-bargy, Deflated Wee staying ahead as DRS is activated this lap.
John second fastest at the moment. Jensen getting past Ethan as well, so that's looking good for their constructors' hopes in V-Carb. This is going to be very confusing when you get to the end to figure out who's winning the constructors' title for you. But right now we will worry about the bit that we do know, which is the driver's title, which, well, I mean, it's a sprint, so we'll have to wait till the feature race for that. As Rothwell in the chat saying, Jack, I can get into the top 10 tonight. Also, Jack spins on formation lap.
Rothwell, I'd just like to say, I didn't actually say that word. Spelled it differently.
Don't worry, everyone has their moments. even Snacks, who is will be streaming on Sunday, is streaming better, and Snacks has had his moments. So the Gunter Steiner spelling. You know, for the sake of, Gunter Steiner is still the team leader, the team principal of Haas in this realm. Why not?
Yeah, like to mentioning Haas Killian doing well in 7th, but Jensen Thompson now 2.2 seconds away. The top 3 have carved out 1.4 seconds since we last spoke about them. Absolutely powering ahead in, a pun intended, a league of their own.
John setting the fast lap. He has got multiple names now. We can call him any one of Jim, Jim. As Ethan did get past Jensen. Yeah, that came from I think Thursday's Racing Realistic tier, when I think it came out in the news as well. It came out in the news, which of course one of the new things we have in the league is the IIRL news, which I don't know what the actual name for it is yet. It might be called. There are a couple of names that people want.
Willow
has gone off track.
Really easy there to do that. As a sector 1 yellow flag pulled out as well. Yes, Willow, that was a very dangerous mistake to make, but also very easy. Not one you're going to want in the sprint races. John's already pulled a 7/10 gap to Deflated Wee.
Yeah, luckily it's not affected him too much, as Jack is also round. Not likely we're going to get a safety car in the sprint or the feature race, so the yellow flags probably will just be they will probably just be momentarily, as Rothwell has recommended the daily car.
I think we should just call it like IIRL Morgan D News. Paper.
gets a 3-second time penalty, and Willow's going to have a look down around the outside. It's going to turn to the inside, and
Bit
there's
of
contact
argy-bargy
between the
yet
two of
again,
them.
and he stays behind.
Deflated we stating to our commentary box. Yes, COD, you can. Your car is still available.
We'll get you invited. Ethan setting fastest lap at 29.0,
Yeah,
5/10 quicker. Willow is so hungry for that move, but this is just everything John wants to see, as he is stuck carved out another 10th on deflated wheat. It's veering between 7 and 8 tenths, but this is exactly what our leader in the sprint race is wanting to see.
But what he will not want to see is going to happen in a couple of minutes when COD Camper joins the session, which will be another car for Willow to fight, which could put his championship at a detriment, which, if COD is any good round here, that he can, as we know, he can be. Luckily, that Willow mistake earlier on at Degner 1 has not detrimented his race too much. He's still within the drag reduction system range of deflated wheat, which of course can be activated when you are within 1 second of the car ahead, which also will only get probably one more season out of DRS after this, because the new
F1
cars
26 DLC.
Yeah, we'll be borrowing those cars from the real life teams. Yes, Willow has not Willow. Rothwell has requested a Willow on board, saying that this is a fun battle. It is.
Yeah,
let's see if Willow can get you closer.
He's been going through many moves as we go down to turn 1. He's usually got a good run on deflated wheat, but he's built that up as he's not close enough. But we probably will see some more battling towards the end of the lap, as we have seen in the last couple of laps as well.
Yeah, a couple of other battles to notice at the moment. Jensen is fighting Ethan for P4, and Captain is very, very close to the rear of that guy. Shivers still going around on his soft tyres. Didn't know that they would make it this long, and Jack having a very, very fun time at the back of the grid. Unfortunately, on his own after a spin directly after the formation lap ended. Ooh, as that guy gets a 3-second time penalty. It is still all to play for in this race. The top 3 separated by 1.4 seconds. Ethan trying to catch up, but is unfortunately not gaining anything at the moment. We've got 4 laps left. It'll be 3 laps left after we cross the line here in this sprint race. That's the word. As Shivers is round. Please, box Shivers. Oh, and a reminder: the top 10 score points in the sprint, and they go from 10 to 1 in positions 1 to 10. I don't know where I came up with that, but
yeah. So
main battle.
10th will be 1 point, 9th will be 2, 8th will be 3. You get the idea.
As Jack has come into the chat while he has got his laptop out while he is driving the car, and he's requested an onboard from me.
But, yes, again. SOX is driving in spirit.
Yes, I am racing my little Hot Wheels cars on the Combox table.
I think you're just throwing money at the problem now.
Yeah, that works. Ethan has had Ethan has got... Oh no, Ethan!
He's bottled it, and I didn't even have to curse him this time. It's a running joke between me and Johnny that we lightly praise him every week, and it's
that means that has put Jensen up into P4, and Thomas is fighting for P5, as that guy's gone deep at the hairpin, and that's allowed Chipmunk and might allow Aiden to get through as well. Aiden not getting close enough to the rear of that guy. He's got a 3-second time penalty though, that guy has, so as long as that gap does not fall under 3 seconds, Aiden will gain the position. As Rothwell saying, 3 things certain in life: death, taxes, and Ethan losing it at some point. As that guy has made it through on 130R with no DRS. He must have really low wings. Chipmunk's going to send it back. They're going side by side here. This is a great camera angle for the camera crew. They're going to get fired again as that guy has... Oh, this is great battling. But Thomas has got past Jensen. battles everywhere. Chipmunk getting back through. The only battle that we aren't getting is the one for the lead. Deflated we not choose it. Decide, oh, that guy's gone back through. And Chipmunk's getting back through again.
He's done it again.
This is what he does. We've got 2 laps left in this race. Willow looking seemingly comfortable behind Deflated Wee, but he does. He probably is. He looks like he's looking more and more likely that the more this race goes on, that Willow is gonna settle for P3, as Ethan has made it past Jakob with his what have got to be boiling tyres. They've got to be boiling.
Yeah, they'll absolutely be screeching, but the fuel tank won't be too happy either. Suzuka in previous games very well known to be a fuel drinker, as well as a tyre consumer. A very hungry hogwash track is for the F1 cars, but the order saying rank and file, not much changed.
As Rothwell and Cod are both saying the same thing, that John is being really tactical with his battery, and that John might be holding Deflated Wee in his DRS. That way Willow cannot pass to try and help his championship even more. What is very reminiscent of Singapore in this world, obviously, where was it Carlos was holding Lando in his DRS so that way George couldn't pass or something like that.
Yeah, it's a very good
I think that was it
from a veteran racer, John.
Oh, that's a big move attempt there from Chipmunk. It's failed for him, so he's back down to P11. It's got Aiden back through. I think Chipmunk's tyres are starting to go off now. He's fallen behind that 1 second gap, so the battle for P9 has turned into a 1-car thing, which Aiden, as long as he stays in DRS, will keep that position.
Yeah, and as I was saying earlier, it's a very tactical thing to do from a veteran driver, John, because it basically makes it impossible for Willow to overtake Deflated Wee. And John has enough of gaps where Deflated Wee can't overtake him, so it essentially prevents any form of serious overtaking chances. But speaking of that, Willow is about to go through 130R followed by first and second, and this is where he has been threatening Deflated Wee in the last couple of laps, especially on around lap 4, lap 5. He may try to go for it again, but he's unfortunately a bit too far back.
Ooh, and Thomas has made the move on Jensen.
With Jack.
Oh, they're 3 wide! They're 3 wide!
John.
They're 3 wide, and Killian and... I don't know what's happened there, but Jensen is leading this train, and Killian's made his way through. There's contact between Jensen and Killian, as Jim has been requested. We'll see who gets the lead of this battle. It's going to be Killian, and we'll go back up to the lead. It's still separated by less than a second between the top 3. That gap to 4th, though, it has separated, so even if there's a slight bit of contact, there probably won't, as long as it's not a big spin, there won't be a lot of, there won't be any places lost.
Yeah, final lap of the sprint race. Willow's going to try and close up to the plate. We here is race critical for him. Now going 3.5 tenths closer. Every corner matters now for the V-Carb driver. His championship is on the line as we go through into sector 3. It is do or die for Willow, and Deflated Wee definitely knows this as well.
Exactly, and Jakob getting past battle there between Jakob and Ethan. Someone yellow flag, that is for Jack. Or Jack, unfortunately. He's got wing damage as well, but fair play to Jack for keeping going on, requesting that on board. The Deflated Wee is still on the back of him, and Willow is still not close enough to make a move, so this will be your final order for the sprint race. John will cross the line in P1, exactly what he needed to do. Deflated Wee P2 and Willow P3. Jensen will be crossing the line P4. It's a great finish for the V-Carb team. Killian will be P5. Thomas P6. Ethan will cross the line P7 after earlier moment. Jakob will be P8. That guy will cross the line P9 on track, but he will be P10 because of a 3-second time penalty. Chipmunk will be P11. Chivers will have to make his way around the entire track. We'll be watching Chivers for a little bit. He will cross the line P12, and he's... Do you know, fair play to Chivers. He's gone 9 laps on those softs.
That is impressive.
I want to know his tyre wear. I want to know what his. In fact, let's go on board with Shivers and see what his tyres look like. They look horrible. And he's hit the grass at 130R as well to make his race a bit more difficult. Yeah, he's not going to. He might lose the place to Jack, but we'll have to see. Is Jack? No, Jack is round. No, no, don't get penalised,
Jack,
Jack.
no.
Oh no. If Shivers keeps his P12, this will be the biggest coup ever. Yes. But that
Ethan
is your
saying
end to the sprint race.
every time. Yes, Ethan, I didn't even have to say anything this week. As John has won, then follow him Deflated Wee, then Willow, then Jensen, then Killian, then Tuomas, then Ethan, then Jakob, Captain Aiden, that guy, Chipmunk Shivers, and Jack as your result of the sprint race.
Yeah, it's been a very good sprint race there. John getting what he needed to be done. Yeah, Jack, you didn't die. That's great. Hopefully you don't spin on the formation lap this time. Gotta be honest. But you know, the only way is up. That's what we say. We are the com box now is going to try and do maths while the the qualifying is on to find out what actually happened. So, John finished first, which gives him 10 points, which will push him up to 284.
Willow finished
third, which will be 1098, so it'll be 8 points.
Which will be
which will put him on 290. So the gap is now 6 points.
Yep, it is. Willow's still ahead, so
Willow's still ahead, but that means if John wins and Willow finishes third, John wins the title. So Willow needs to find some improvement on the sprint race to hold this. And we'll just put this out there now, is while we are doing the main qualifying, that Cod Camper may be in the Ferrari, because this realm is quite awful at getting people into the right cars. Cod Camper will maybe driving in the Ferrari, but we have to pretend it's green because he drives for Sauber. So all of Cod Camper's points for tonight's race will go towards the Sauber team, along with Chipmunk. Yeah, Rothwell saying no retirements, nice going. And yeah, the gap between first and second now 6 points, as Killian has unfortunately left his car. So I think Killian might be having some issues with his driving. Well, not with his driving, with his car. Yeah, Killian saying he's restarting his car. He's got some power troubles apparently. Right now, Jack is going to be first out on track. Money Game saying, "What's the team points?" We got to try and do that maths now.
Yep. So Williams were at 348 points before the race, with John's 10 and Tuomas's, I can't remember.
Thomas got yeah, I can work this out. I'm gonna have to take my mind off the stream for a moment, so apologies if something happens. So Willow finished P3 and Jensen P4. I'll write that down quickly. V Cub P3 plus 4, and John finished first and Thomas finished 6th. So Williams won 6. So V Carb scored 18 plus 15, 32 points, and V-Cub scored 32 points and Williams scored 25. Apologies, give me 1 second. And so Thomas scored 10 points. So Thomas scored 10 points, so that is 25 plus 10, which is 35. So that gives Williams a 3-point gap lead. So an extra 3 points. So the gap was standings. The gap was 20 points. It's now at 23 points.
Definitely closing down a bit there then.
Yeah, so it's still Williams in the lead, and it still be. So you now have to score Williams. Williams now have to be outscored by 24 points, as Jack has gone into the wall and destroyed his front wing. Yeah, as yeah, Killian saying he likes green. We will do with that as you wish. And also, Rothwell saying it's going to be the Red Sauber as Ethan, apologies, goes P1.
Yeah, but
In that time, John goes fastest.
I was just about to say
ahead
end the race as well.
Yeah.
Are we able to get Cod Camper in a car?
Yeah, he is in the Ferrari, but he's in the Ferrari because after qualifying, he's not allowed to, after a race happens, he's not allowed to select his car. Shivers has just gone P4, and as Cod has gone P3. But Cod Camper's points, as I said earlier, will go to Sauber because that is the team that he drives for. So,
as this season.
Yes. So Kick Sauber are currently in P4. They're looking at gaining points on Alpine, which it's only deflated Wii racing tonight. So the gap between Sauber and Alpine is 12 points. So as long as Chipmunk and Cod can score 12 points more than deflated Wii, Sauber will go into P3, which would be lovely for me. Because I am Sauber. But I am commentary box tonight, which means I am as neutral as I can be. Who is currently on a lap? Willow is on an out lap. Captain Aiden is coming up to the hairpin. He's using a bit of battery now. He wants to save about 50% for the exit of Spoon, going through down towards 130R. Which, if you didn't know, it's called 130R because it's a 130-degree corner.
I did in fact know that.
Yeah, call me Will Buxton.
Yeah, I mean, usually when an F1 car goes on pole position, they actually go on pole position. So I was trying to channel my inner Will Buxton.
When a car starts on pole, it's leading. Captain going up to P6 as Killian is on a run. He's gone purple of the cars on track in the first sector because graphical team are. He's gone a bit deep, maybe. Yeah, it looks a bit deep for the hairpin. Let's see what he does in the second sector. Oh, the second sector split is actually a bit later than I thought it was. He's in his he's spotting the what they call it, the Blossom. The blossomed Haskar this week.
Yes, it is, because you have the Kota one, which is like the one with all the stars on it.
And
The
that
darkish
guy's
blue
just
colour.
gone. Yeah, that guy's just gone P7. He is doing laps on the hard compounded tyres. So is Thomas. We're currently running P7, and Killian now coming to the line goes P5. So it's going to be a very, very good quality at the moment from Killian. Still got plenty of time though. Willow is on a lap coming out of the spoon curve. One of the title contenders, needs to be at least ahead of Cod Camper here, realistically. He's gone purple of the people on track at the moment. What can he produce? Got a bit of battery left to play with over the curbs nicely. Hasn't invalidated on the final corner going through the Casio. So he goes... Wow, he goes a tenth quicker than John Willow back into the driving seat for this championship. Morgan saying that Jack for pole. He's currently
we'd love to see
P13,
it.
but he hasn't set a lap yet. So we'll see. He's going for a lap on the mediums. He's one of 3 drivers yet to set a lap, including himself, Jakob, and Deflated Wee. So they're all biding their time. Willow putting himself in the driver's seat by a tenth. John just a... Well, it's actually half a tenth now that I look at it more closely. It's half a tenth between Willow and John, and it's half a tenth between John and Ethan. 2 tenths back is Cod Camper. He's not in his normal car though, so we'll let him off.
Yeah, let him off indeed, as Willow currently on pole position. What he's going to want, especially beating John by a bit less than a tenth, the position is a position.
And Morgan saying that Jack is on for pole. He's just gone P11, so he needs to take one of those ones off and he will have a pole. He's doing laps on the medium. I think he's mainly focusing on he's not focusing on using his soft tyres. Maybe he's seen Shivers do 9 laps on the softs and wondered what magic, what sort of what's witchcraft he's done to do that. Oh, it's roll. He's invalidated his current lap. I don't think he was on one. It's only him and Captain on laps at the moment. Thomas is on an out lap. He like I said, him and John in the driving seat for the Constructors' Championship. We'll see if he can get himself into a good place. Morgan saying he votes for a reverse grid.
I would not mind a reverse grid at all. I mean, Jakob on pole position would be a most interesting one for sure.
The Deflated Weeby would be P2.
Oh yes.
And we have the Sauberman of COD in the green, he's invalidated. No.
No.
COD Camper's invalidated, so he's looking at getting involved in this top fight, but he is not going to be able to as it currently stands. And Rothwell saying he's finished a game about digging a hole. That was a very short game, wasn't it? It didn't take you very long to complete. As COD lets Thomas through, so what Thomas can do. He's up 0.6 of a second on his previous best lap time. So if he continues being 0.6, he would go up to P7, which is just ahead of Shivers.
Yeah, just looking at the chat and saying Rothwell saying about 4 hours of gameplay, but that's only because I logged it out.
Yeah, so we'll see what... Yeah, I mean, with those sort of games, you have to long them out, because if you finish them too quickly after getting them, you feel a sense of disappointment. As Jack has requested an onboard of himself when he goes out on track, so we'll give Jack an onboard for his lap. Thomas goes up to P5 ahead of Jensen. Very, very close times there. You've got kind of a every 4 cars, so there's kind of like a gap. You got the top 4, then you got 5th to actually 10th. So 5th to 10th all really close, and then we'll go on board with Jack when he starts his lap. Right now, I think that guy is on a lap, so we'll go on board with that guy for now. Is great runner that guy is this season. He's been very, very consistent. Currently running P10 in the championship. I think he's had a couple of unfortunate DNFs earlier on in the season, but if he gets 20 points, he will go ahead of Aya in the championship, who's not racing. Thomas is looking to get ahead of Jakob in the championship as well. And depending how COD Camper deflated Wheaty finishes, that could also be a switch there. But that guy goes to the line, goes P7. He's in that mix now. He's in the middle of it. Deflate Wheaty coming into the pit lane now. Jensen is... No, that's not Jensen. That's Thomas is also about to finish a lap as well. Or not about to finish up. He's about to come into the pits. Which means we'll be left on track with 1 or 2. But it will be Jack who has started a run and requested an onboard, so we will give him that. Like we said, big up Jax for this season.
Absolutely.
He's competed in almost every race in every tier, I think. So,
I respect
honestly,
his
fair play to him.
dedication, and he knows this too. He's had many unfortunate results.
He's invalidated!
He keeps
No!
going.
No, Jack! Lap of the weekend is gone. No!
He keeps going somehow.
Yeah, Rothwell saying that this is going to be lap of the weekend and he's invalidated.
It's commentator's curse once again.
Yeah, and Morgan saying that he nearly burnt his chicken watching this qualifying. Way too close. We don't want
Both
that.
on track and in Morgan's kitchen.
So, some would say having burnt chicken is better than raw chicken, so...
I'm inclined not to agree.
What, you think raw chicken's better?
No, I think I'd rather have perfectly cooked chicken. Not overdone chicken. I'm not really one for overdone food or burnt toast.
It's not burnt, it's char grilled.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And Jack is looking very confused about how he invalidated his lap. I don't think he thinks he went over the line. He will have time for another lap, whether he chooses to box and go out on a fresh tyre if he has any available, or he goes on this set is up to him. Will he have enough fuel? He's got enough fuel to go for a lap, but this will be his final run if he chooses to go. And he has chosen to go for it, so Jack will see what he can do. He's using his battery on the start-finish straight, using quite a fair bit. He's gone up to a certain battery percentage, which I will not say, for reasons. He's running pretty well at the moment. He's gone onto the curb, which is very, very risky. Maybe a bit wide going through the S section. It's looking quite good though for Jack as of now. He's going through Degner 1 now. This takes it very safe, I think, after invalidating. He just wants to get a representative time in. As everyone else has started to come out on track now. I'm getting my words mixed up. Great. Running through this section of the track now. It has a name, I can't remember what it's called. It's 200R. We got 130R and 200R. Spoon now, exiting Spoon. He might get a little bit of help from Chipmunk here. Might get a little bit of a helping toe. As I don't think Chipmunk realises that he's on a lap, either that or he's... Yeah, he lets him through now. So Jack might benefit from that toe. He's gone deep, but he's still managed to keep it valid, and somehow... No! Jack! He hasn't spun, he's just gone off track. No! Jack!
You can't go on like this.
And he's pressing the wall in anger. He's saying, don't look back in anger. And the world is saying he's on an outlet, but... Whatever.
Not going back into the pit lane either.
Yeah, he's not got any fuel, and I think he's just a bit unfortunate at the moment. So First to finish a lap at the moment will be Deflated Wee. Of course, we know he's a great winner. He's a former champion, of course, in assist here. Can't remember if he's won an assist title, to be honest with you.
He is
But
the
he did win
season
last
5
week.
assist tier 1 champion, I believe.
Yeah, he won. He managed to win last week in Monaco. So we'll see how he does, how he fares in this qualifying session here. He currently hasn't done a lap. This will be his final run. I don't know how long is left in the session because yellow flags are out. There we go. We've just had the checker flag come out now. So this is Deflated Wee's first and only attempt at a lap, and he is looking very, very good. Goes up to provisional pole by only 8 hundredths of a second. Chipmunk is next. He goes up to P10. Next up is going to be Captain Aiden. He's 6 tenths up. Bit deep. Doesn't invalidate though. So it's all handy dandy. P11 for Captain Aiden. Next up is going to be John's invalidated. No. So that means the pole seat is in for Willow. He's 2 tenths up. And that's Willow for pole.
And he's got that
Cod
Deflated Wee as a buffer as well. Cod Campus yet to fit across the line, but about to, as it stands.
Cod Camper's not improving, so it will be P5 for Cod Camper as it currently stands. And that means that guy is up next. That guy puts himself P7. There is a... Jensen has gone to Narnia. So Killian will be up next. Killian is P5 earlier in the session. That's... I don't think Killian will be very happy with Jensen's placement there. Puts him P6 though. And there's another car. The Jensen's in the wall. Stuff is happening. Jakob has retired in the pit lane, so he must have invalidated. And that leaves Jack and Thomas. Thomas has invalidated, so he will not improve. And Jack is... Well, I think Jack is celebrating with donuts. As it looks as though maybe Jensen got a bit held... Jensen maybe got held up there. We'll have to see if... It'd be very unfortunate if... some parts of this race went down to the steward's room. Of course, the one place we don't want to go to the steward's room is the title fight, which Willow does have a hold of at the current moment. He's P1 as we are waiting for Thomas to come into the pit lane. And he's got a buffer to deflate John. He's got a buffer of Deflated Wee in Willow has a buffer to John with Deflated Wee in P2. It's the exact same way, just the other way around, as Killian is complaining of blocking in the qualifying session. So that maybe is what we saw at the end of the qualifying session with Jensen parked on the apex of the final corner. That's the one. But that is your rundown for this. Will be your final rundown for no assist in qualifying session for season 10. It's Willow P1, Deflated Wee P2, John P3, Ethan P4, Cod P5, Killian P6, Thomas P7, that guy P8, Jensen P9, Chipmunk P10, Captain Aiden P11, Chivers P12, Jack P13, and Jakob not setting a valid lap. Yeah, maybe a bit of confusion. It seems to be that maybe there's a bit of confusion between what is the racing line and what isn't actually the racing line.
Yeah, indeed. I was about to say something, but I overstretched my jaw slightly when I was yawning, so as I'm quite tired, so that did get in the way.
But now we enter the 5-minute break in which drivers can do whatever they want. They can go to the toilets, get their fuel sorted, get their strategy sorted. So, on that note, good evening, Rids. I hope you're very well, my friend. I know you're not the voice... I know you're not the voice you expected to hear. You expected to see me on track. But I am in the commentary box tonight for your season finale sprint title decider race. Currently, after the sprint race, John won the sprint race and gained 10 points. Willow was P3, so the gap is, what did we say the gap was?
In which championship?
The drivers.
Before the sprint race, it was an 8-point gap. Now it is a 6-point gap.
Yeah, it is a 6-point gap in the 6-point gap in the drivers' championship, which means that if John wins this race, which we'll have to do from P3, Willow has to finish P2 to win the title. So it's all in Willow's hand as it currently stands. And Rothwell's saying that I'm going to blow a gasket reading that. So he's referring to my lovely rundowns of qualifying sessions.
Money game, I'm almost in the wall not racing line, and Rid's saying, "Good to hear you, dude." Yeah, also forgot to say hello to you, Rids.
Yeah. I think Money Game. I think Money Game doesn't take the final corner as tight as maybe what he could. I think that's maybe where the confusion is. But we're currently a couple of minutes away from the start of this final round of the season feature race, which means one thing that we need to discuss is race strategies.
Indeed.
What strategies could we expect?
Well, I must admit I'm a bit out of practice with the F1 game recently, so your guess is as good as mine.
Well, I competed in the practice lobby last night, and I can tell you that both starting on the mediums and the hards are both viable. So, we had to take whatever we see with a pinch of salt. The soft tyres probably won't be used because they don't last up very long. But if we see some of the top drivers start on the hards to go long in this race, maybe to about lap 16, 17, or the medium drivers maybe to lap 12. I think that's my current, or as Rothwell has very kindly stated, a two-stop is also quite possible. Medium, hard, medium. I've got the hiccups now. Great. And Money Game is worried about his wheel almost coming off the car. Hence, maybe why his racing line is a bit different. But yeah, we could see both strategies in this race. I would expect to see a mix from the top drivers. Maybe a couple of them starting on hards, a couple of them starting on mediums. And as we're about to find out, I can see yellow wall tyres on the V-carb. And it is hard compounded tyres for John and deflated wheat and Killian. So there is a difference here. And Jack has started on the soft, so everything I said about that has just gone out the window. But Jack looking to make a good start in this race. But deflated wheat and John and Willow on different compounds of tyres. We'll see how this goes. This is going to be very interesting. Do not go anywhere, and if you would like to see more, please follow the Twitch channel when we will be starting season 11, probably in a couple of weeks' time, after details have been finalised and the award stream and the reveal stream have been sorted out. But we will be if you like what the racing you see, please request an invite to the Discord. If you are watching this on YouTube, you can go to the description below. There will be an invite link to the Discord there. If you are watching this on Twitch, you can request an invite and we will get one to you. And if you are watching on the highlights on Instagram or somewhere else, probably I think they're still uploaded to TikTok. Honestly, I don't know. If you're watching on one of those,
I'm not too aware of.
Yeah, if they're still uploaded to the TikTok, then there'll be an invite link somewhere, we hope. Otherwise, I've just waffled for nothing.
Yeah, but the point definitely stands. If you'd love to join this amazing league, as my fellow streamers just commented, there are many avenues to do so. as we prepare for the 5 lights to go out for the final race of the No Assist Season 10 campaign. Our
Exactly.
drivers stand ready to go.
Exactly, and a bit of our newspaper enthusiast Morgan wants a little exclusive for the paper. He wants to know what is the best way to cook an egg.
Scrambled or fried?
Poached. Poached eggs are the best. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights for the final round of the season, and we are a long way, but underway for
held
this
for a long
feature
time.
race. It was a very long held there, but John might lose out to Deflated Wee here. Or John is now ahead, so it's John trying to catch up, and there's been a load of action in the background.
Yeah, Deflated Wee spinning
going
that last
3 wide
Camper
there.
to pass him. Ethan also closing up as well.
Killian
Camper
and Jensen get
fighting
involved in
as well.
battles.
And he does take third place.
Jensen and Killian, there is a car round, I think it might be. They Deflated Wee has lost places. Oh no. Deflated Wee looking at making his way through Captain Aiden, II Captain. Deflated Wee and Chivers now through. Oh, and Chivers has gone on to the gravel! Oh no, Chivers! What are you doing? And Morgan, what's your favourite way to cook an egg, mate, by the way? Just a random side note.
Yeah, also a side note as well, Willow has put a 1.1 second gap on John as DRS will be activated in a lap's time. His tyres are going to be better for these first few laps.
Yeah, I think Willow knows that he needs to make a move now to stop John getting anywhere close to him. We'll maybe see in maybe 8 laps, maybe 5, 6 laps time that maybe John will start to catch up.
We'll see in about 7
right now,
laps
this
time.
race, yeah, we'll see in a little while. As Morgan has said that his favourite way to cook an egg is fried, and Rothwell has said in a cake.
Egg fried rice.
Oh, egg fried rice. Banging.
Yeah.
That's my specialty dish.
I'll try it someday.
I love egg fried rice. As Deflated Wee has got past Jakob, who started on the back of the grid, so he's up to P11. I think Shivers and Shivers we saw go off track, and Jack getting involved in something at turn 1. And gap at the top between Willow and John is now at 1.7 seconds. So Willow, while on the medium tyres, is using his tyres very effectively. Cod Camper within a second of John, maybe looking to make a move and try and catch up to Willow. Chipmunk is falling, went off Degner 2, so he's fallen down a couple of places as well. Deflated Wee is looking at getting past that guy. I think that's Jensen and fighting Killian going into smooth curves. That's a move around the inside. Killian's been pushed off track. That maybe could go to the steward's room at the end of this race. Who is the steward for this week? Is it you?
It is
or
Qualy, as I was steward last week.
As Killian onto the grass, having a look around the outside of 130. Oh, this will be a lovely move if Killian can make it down there. I think he's got DRS as well. Bit of a lock up there as Jensen's gone wide as Willow sets fast lap, and there is contact between the two.
Oh.
Jensen is in the grass.
Just to bump in there, Pod Camper is taking John for second place and quickly fighting going through turn 1, turn 2. Pod Camper ahead now by 2 tenths.
Killian didn't get DRS, but that has allowed Deflated Wee to get through on Killian. That is a lovely fight there in the battle for P6. Jack has unfortunately come into the pits. He off his soft compound tyres. I really hope those tyres have lasted longer than 2 laps. Yeah, like Tacit rightfully pointed out, because I was so focused on the battle for P6, that Cod Camper has made his way through.
And there's a 1.8 second gap between him and the leader now, going up maybe to 2 seconds. About 1.9 now.
Oh, Chivers! Chivers is round at Degner 2 again. He got caught on I think the inside this time, because he didn't go off the gravel. That has not been a good start for this race for the man I tried bigging up in sprint quali. And Cod Camper looks like he maybe is not catching as much as he would like to. on Willow. Willow looking, race pace looking strong as it currently stands. John John still within DRS, and Ethan even within DRS of John John as well. I think John John will get the overtake passed on Cod Camper now. Does Chipmunk making a move on Jakob? The Jakob looking like he got a poor exit from the final corner as Aiden looks to go past. Bit of contact between the two, which now that has gone off track, and Shivers has gone off track on the final corner as well, which has caused him to lose some time. It is all happening at the moment. But still 23 laps to go in this race. Do not go anywhere. Gap at the top has extended to 2.3 seconds. There's a yellow flag in the back, which is Jack. He's on very cold, hard combat tyres, so he is definitely struggling out there with the temperature of them. Rightfully so, Cod and Ethan sticking on the back of John John at the moment while he is on those hard compound tyres. But he will be extending his race a bit further as Jack has spun in the S section. Very unfortunate race so far for Jack. Cod getting passed in his red Sauber. I don't know what special livery this is. I don't know why they've made it look like a Ferrari. But it is, Cod is in a Sauber, as Jensen has also got past that guy, and Chipmunk has got past Killian. Whereas Chipmunk's race pace looking very strong.
Yeah, talking about race strong, Ethan is looking like he's going to have a strong race so far. He's managed to get up to 4th position after a no one that he would want to write home about sprint performance. Looking like he could fight for a good 2nd place here, Salt.
Exactly, we'll have to see how his race fares on later on, because he is on the same strategy as Cod. So we'll have to see if his undercut will allow him to get ahead of John John when he pits. There's another yellow flag, which is Shivers. He is round in the gravel at the end of the S section. It's a very unfortunate race for him and Jack. We hope that they do not retire. That anything can happen, as Aiden's got a 3-second time penalty, the first of this race. The Fleetweed trying to make moves back, but he is stuck behind the V-carb of Jensen. Oh no! That is not new. In fact, that is news for both John John and Willow, because if John John makes the move now, if Willow finishes P3 and Cod is P2, even with that 3-second time penalty, that will still, as Jensen and Jensen and Deflated We are fighting very strong for P6. Jensen and Money Game are the same person. As Aiden comes into
that guy
pits.
also fine.
It's very early pit stop for Aiden in his Ferrari. The battle for P6 here looking very yummy. Thomas is kind of in a realm of his own. He's got 3 seconds ahead of him and 4 seconds behind him. So we'll see if he makes an undercut or has a unorthodox strategy which helps him gain maybe even a safety car. We're not expecting any, but I really hope my commentator's curse actually affects this one rather than anything else. As I say that, Deflated We has got past Jensen at the overtaking spot of Spoon, which unfortunately that I did not capture, and we do not have the budget for replay cameras, because this realm is annoying as Aiden is round at the Degna 2. He's not got any damage from my knowledge, so it will be fine for him. 20 laps remaining in this race. Willow still holding a very commanding lead. John John in P2, and Ethan in net P3 as it currently stands. As Jensen's got a 3-second time penalty. He's got that on the straight. He's fighting deflated weave very hard. Jensen has been off track. The stewards room might have more to bargain with, but that is... Jensen got that on the straight, which is the bit that confuses me. That is interesting. Anyway. Back up a couple of places to P6. That guy is now the second car in this train after Moneygame getting... Jensen getting involved in something as Aiden has retired from this race. Must have
that is
after his spin.
Only Ferrari, unfortunately, not going to be bringing much home for the Maranello team.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Ferrari team will be finishing P10 in the Constructors' Championship, as COD's points will not count for Ferrari, they will count for Sauber.
Just to mention, because you already see John biting into Willow's lead a bit already, and down to 1.9 seconds.
That is a very good notice there. It's now down to 1.9 seconds in the gap, so we are now starting to see this crossover period come into effect. John is very slowly eating out of Willow's lead. Jensen and that guy fighting for P8. Yellow flag, that is Jack. That is going to be a VSC.
That is going to be perfect.
It's not a
time
full
for Willow
course.
To box, though. Perfect time for the medium
will
runners.
it last long enough? Will it last long enough to go? It will have to make it round the entirety of the track.
Yes, that is true.
The halfway round the track.
If it was a full safety car.
If this was a full safety car, this would be Willow in the money. But this isn't. This is going to help John more than it's going to help Willow, because John is going to be able to preserve his tyres and go long, maybe slightly longer into this race, and have fresher mediums at the end, which we expect to go for 10-12 laps.
Yeah, it's a true roll of the dice here, but Willow in sector 3 now.
Willow looks to be like maybe he's pushing slightly. We don't know when this VSC is going to end, so we don't have the knowledge of that, but will Willow risk it? If he does, this might work out in his favour, but if it ends while he's in the pit stop, it might be interesting. And Willow is going to take this opportunity to pit.
He's going into the pit lane.
This is interesting. This is very interesting. There's something... No! No way! Willow is going to be kicking himself. This is... I mean... those hard tyres probably will work out to the end.
John's going to have very good tyres. He's been able to preserve them for a whole lap under the virtual safety car.
This is not... Willow is going to be stuck in so much traffic. Willow is going to be P8 as it currently stands.
And he's going to have to use a lot of those tyres to get through the traffic. This is detrimental as it stands for Willow's race.
This is not worked out in Willow's favour as it currently stands. Yeah, Morgan, get the paper out, mate. Start publishing this. Jack, don't be sorry. Jack, don't be sorry.
Happens to everyone, mate.
This is your first season in No Assist. Don't be ridiculous.
Exactly.
You're learning this, and it takes a big amount of guts to drive No Assist. Yeah, Jack, that happened to me in the practice lobby yesterday. But Cod Camper is in DRS range of John, so will these two maybe look at swapping positions so that way Willow is getting feisty and is going around the inside of that guy a bit. That is a bit naughty.
There might be a bit of a punt to pass.
Did you can check this? Did that guy get a warning on this lap?
I'll have a check. Yeah.
Yeah, if that guy got a warning, then maybe that could be interesting to see in the stewards room if anything happens with it. Cod Camper is now out of DRS range of...
That guy did not get a warning.
So maybe he got a bit lucky there. We'll have to wait and see till after the race, which me and Willow on Thursday we'll discuss with you as I stood. The money game has made it super easy for Jensen has made it super easy for Willow to get through. Next up, the next cut up is Deflated Wee, as Killian has made his way on Chipmunk, but Willow is in even with that slight mistake, he's still gonna get a big undercut from this, which is going to help him as soon as the second to fourth drivers of COD, Ethan and Thomas pit. But how easy is Deflated Wee going to make this on Willow to overtake as Killian gets a 3-second time penalty? I mean, Deflated Wee said he is going to race for himself. If he is in a winning scenario, he is not going to get out of the way for either driver. So this is all still to play for. Willow is one of the most consistent drivers in no assist. So if he can pull this off, he's got to go in another 17 laps, which is roughly when we expect John to pit. So, but it will be down to the wire in this race. Please do not miss anything. Right now, the main battle on track is between Jensen and that guy. Jensen has a 3-second time penalty. That guy going around the outside and gets moved on. Oh, but it's very feisty. Very big battle here between that guy and Jensen. They're still going side by side, just about through the S section. Jensen backing out there. Also, I believe Jakob getting through on Chipmunk as well. Willow is now in DRS range of Deflated Wee, so we'll see if he can get close enough to make a move anytime soon. It's going to be let's see how easy Deflated Wee makes this. Deflated Wee has not pitted yet, but he will be looking at... He is on the alternate strategy. And we'll see how this goes. Will any of the top drivers come into the pits this lap? Camper is in as Willow goes around the outside. Well, it's very tight. Deflated not making this easy. Willow does have DRS, so it will be an easy spot for him now. Willow is now through on Deflated Wee, and he will be net P1 as it currently stands. There's a big change is multiple drivers come into the pits. So Chipmunk is up to P7, Jakob is up to P8. There's contact between Jakob and Chipmunk. Shivers has got another 3-second time penalty. He has unfortunately been lapped in this race, but it's been a very unfortunate race for Shivers.
Absolutely.
He is Aston Martin will be P7 in the Drivers' Championship unless he can score 11 points, because there is no Red Bull driver racing tonight. So maybe that will spur the former Haas driver who finished P4 in the the Constructors' Championship last season, as Killian is now on the back of Jensen and has been for a little while. They're on the same they're not on the same combine. They've got the same oldness of tyres. Maybe Jensen will look at coming in this lap as Thomas does. Thomas comes in this lap. That will allow Willow through to P2. Willow setting fastest lap of a 30.042. Deflated Wee still extend on his hard combat tyres. Killian is through up to P4. Camper is on his pushing ways now with Ethan and Thomas just coming out the pits. He will be in P7. Looking very, very likely that Williams will win the Constructors' Championship today. As everyone's separated by a little while, but there is a big influx, big difference in strategies. Willow pitting 3 laps later than everyone else on those hard composite tyres. Will those how far along this race will it have to be till those tyres start to fall off and Willow maybe starts to struggle? The gap is 12.7 seconds to John. What's the pit stop loss here? I think a pit stop loss is about 20 seconds. It's quite a high speed circuit this, so it might be a bit faster. Do not quote me on that because I do not know. Right now, Willow still in the driver's seat of this race. Ethan looking to make some gains on COD. They're both on the same set of tire, same set and same tire age. Everyone else has come in except for John, Deflated Wheat, and Killian, who are all our hard compound tire starters. So I'll have to wait and see for a couple of laps time to see how that extends itself. Right now, the title is looking in Willow's favour. To see how his tyres fall off later in this race, but like we said earlier in this race, if John wins this race, then as long as Willow finishes P2 or higher, he wins the championship. If John wins, and if Willow is any P3 or less, John has to win. I think. Yeah, if Willow is P3, then John has to win. There are some other combinations, but that's the main one. If John wins this race, Willow has to finish P2. And it's looking... COD gets past Killian. And that spoon curve is looking more like an overtaking opportunity than I thought it would be. John coming into the pits now. That is earlier than I expected, Tacit.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting him to pull the trigger so early with that 12-second lead to Willow.
Maybe he's worried about an undercut, or the undercut being super effective, more effective than it would have been if he had waited a couple of laps time. But that puts John into P3. Deflated Wheat is their gap, who hasn't pit yet, so he's got maybe Deflated Wheat extending a bit longer. Ethan getting through Killian as well, looking to make gains on COD. Right now this race is settling down, but the strategies are still everywhere to be seen. John is definitely going to be looking at utilising these medium compound tyres, especially while Willow is been on his for 6 laps already. He is going to be on 7 laps later, or 7 laps in a lap's time. He's going from 6 to 7. Yes, I had to get that out.
Completely fair. Completely fair.
Right now, John has taken 1.1 seconds out of his gap to Deflated Wheat on those old tyres, so he's making fairly big gains here. Deflated Wheat might have got DRS there from Shivers, so we'll have to see. He did. So that is going to allow Deflated Wheat to stay ahead for a little bit longer, but those tyres are very, very dirty, very, very gritty at this point in the race, so Deflated Wheat is very much struggling. If John catches up to him at this point in time, as Killian comes into the pits now on lap 16 of this race, he's within DRS now, so that is very unfortunate for John getting caught behind Deflated Wheat at this point in the circuit. We'll have to see if he tries a risky move. John will have to attempt a move at some point. Will he try it now? Deflated Wheat not making it difficult for him. I think he knows at this point in the time, it's not worth fighting John because they'll just be costing them both time. So John getting through light work of deflated Wee. Now John is looking forward to Willow. Gap is currently 7 seconds, or gap was 7 seconds as I'm speaking. It's now 6.8. So John looking to get ahead of Willow while his tyres are still fresh, which he's got about 7 laps to do so.
Indeed. Uh, Willow will be trying his absolute best to keep the gap as it is, but that tyre lead from John will be crucial. I mean, if we had somehow had a safety car, 10 laps to go, Willow would be in the money. Game.
It's John setting fastest lap,
10.
and Shiver's getting 3 seconds. Did Jensen get a 10?
No, I was just making a subtle reference to money Jensen's old name.
Ah, okay. Thomas getting past the Wee, who comes into the pits on lap 17. He's got 10 laps on those medium compound tyres. It'll really be touch and go. Willow will make it to the end, but it's just about how his tyres make it to the end. Jensen getting through, or Jensen and Jakob battling just before the S section. Jakob making his way through for now. Of course, those two will probably end up swapping a DRS. Killian is in a bit of no man's land. Deflated Wee is the man I was watching. He's on the back of that guy who is on 5 lap old hard compounded tyres. We'll have to see if Deflated Wee makes a move, maybe into Spoon, which has been an unorthodox overtaking opportunity for a lot of drivers tonight. But Deflated Wee looking to buy this time, maybe waiting for the 1 second gap of drag reduction, which will give him an extra maybe 10 miles an hour, maybe, I don't know. He's gone for the move now. He will have DRS and he's gone a bit deep, making the move done, but he will get a good exit here on the traction with those fresh tyres. And Jakob and Jensen also fighting here in the battle for P9. Jensen making the move with the drag reduction system. That is the closest battle on track at the moment. Currently, John is still catching up to Willow as Jakob and Jensen is in the gravel. That is not what Jensen would have wanted on those hard compound tyres. He's going to the end of the race, but that is not what he would have wanted to see. John has been catching up, and he is at a 4 second window now. He's been catching up about a second a lap, we'll call it. John's still looking to make waves in this race. Chipmunk is on the back of Jensen because of his little adventure, we'll call it, into the gravel. Jensen is within no, that's wrong. Chipmunk is within DRS range of Jensen. These two love a good fighting assist here, but how will their foot go when they turn the snakes off? It's a very defensive move there from Jensen, but Chipmunk has still found a way through, and he's going Chipmunk looking feisty. There's bit of contact there at the start of the S section. Chipmunk having to keep behind for now. Gap is at 3.4 seconds. Willow is maybe starting to struggle on his hard combat tires. Willow, go on board and see. Oh wow, Those tyres do not look very handy. We know Willow maybe these two will start to struggle maybe about the same time actually. We've got 8 laps to go in this race, 7 laps to go in this race now, but they will be maybe start to struggle at the same time with their tyre wear. Of course, tyre wear is very crucial even with the hardest sets in the Pi Rally range. The tyres that we also borrow from the F1 teams. We tried to go to get Michelin, but they didn't allow us.
Michelin?
So, yes. But we have to borrow Pirelli instead.
Pirelli?
I'm avoiding copyright.
Oh, so you would also say hard coupe. Another tyre company. That was very awkward.
And Buzz, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, well,
Chipmunk and Money Game are having a great battle. Sorry to interrupt you. Chipmunk and Money Game having a very lovely battle here.
Yeah, 2.5 second gap, 2.6 seconds as we have coming up to 6 laps to go. John has significantly... He's on the mediums?
Yeah, John is on the medium. He's got a yellow flag. That is Shivers. He is round.
Willow's going to be hoping a safety car.
He's got wing damage. He's got wing damage, but it's not a safety car. But
I'd love a safety car at about lap 24.
If there is a safety car now, that works in both their favours.
I'd love it for the drama.
Ethan and Cod fighting in the final corner. Cod getting through on Ethan. Ethan is currently on for a podium. He's got a drive. No, he doesn't. He's got DRS, but Ethan is currently net on for a podium. It is looking more and more likely that Willow is going to win the Drivers' Championship as the gap extends.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Deflated Wii is struggling and not making very many gains in P6, and there is no buffer in the middle of John and Willow. This could get feisty. Rothwell in the chat saying, what about Bridgestone? I think they would be called Bridge Brick. I think Bridge Brick.
Yeah. What about... oh, I'm trying to think of another one. Is there any other brands?
Those are the main ones. Ethan and Cod fighting at the head. Cod's in the wall! Cod's in the wall! Ethan...
He does recover it.
Yeah, he's in the wall. Has he got wing damage? We're waiting for a good camera angle. He has not got wing damage, but that is very crucial for not only Cod's race, but also Ethan's, because now Ethan is running alone in P3. Feels very reminiscent of my time in the podium. What was it? It was Miami last season in no assist. I was managed to finish on the podium.
Yeah, John's tyres now are actually going to start hitting the drop off.
Yeah, and he's ever so close. Shivers is retired.
Safety car.
There's a safety car. Oh no!
Oh my god, my manifestation worked.
No!
Oh, my manifestation.
No!
Oh, your reaction as well. Oh my god. Oh my god.
John is going to be so happy with this. This is the equaliser. Oh no way!
It's like Abu Dhabi 2021 all over again.
Oh no, this... No!
I'm gonna put this in the highlight reel. Morgan, this is going in the newspaper, surely.
Morgan!
Oh my god, I really manifested a safety car.
This as Rothwell has said in the track, drama. People getting earlier pit stops are benefiting from this. Willow and John will have to go around the whole track. Jakob has pit for soft compound tyres. Killian and Deflated Wii have pit for mediums. Jensen also pitting for softs. Chipmunk pitting for hards. This is very interesting. What tyres are Willow and John going to pit
Should
for?
be soft tyres, as we're going to have probably 4 racing laps, 4 to 5 racing laps, soft tyres. So you get the obvious choice if you have any new ones.
I think the safety car in this in these racing conditions has to come in at a maximum of lap 25. There must be at least 2 racing laps in this in this realm.
Fair enough, Morgan. I mean,
The-
SOX, I've got to say, I think my manifestation really worked out.
And Willow comes in as we expected. John also comes in. What tyres are they going to go for?
I'm keeping an
Willow
eye
has
out
got.
on the 10
They've
credits.
both gone for softs. They have both gone for those Red Bull soft tyres. This is going to be a sprint
John
race for the
is
end.
sitting. Oh no, it was a glitch.
No, it's just a bit of.
Oh, this is the drama of all dramas here.
And Ethan's not pitting. Ethan's the buffer. Ethan is leading this race. What is going on?
What is he thinking?
What is he thinking?
Imagine if Ethan got overtook by Willow, but he just parked the bus for the rest of the race. That would be crazy.
There are so many ramifications for this. What is going on?
Ethan's got to be eaten up alive on this restart.
What is this deflated wheel getting past that guy because that guy and Thomas pitting? What is happening? Has Ethan messed this up for himself by not pitting? Every other driver has come into the pits. The safety car should be in next lap. What is this? What? I'm lost for words. Tacit, mate. Gotta be honest.
I'm going to say it, and I've said it for the final time, my manifestation definitely worked out. I mean, I was practically praying for a safety car for the drama. I think, did we get it in the clip? I literally was begging for it, and it's the drama we need to end off what has been a storied campaign here.
Yeah,
Willow
this has been a...
is going to be slightly unhappy, but he's still on the cusp of winning his first title. John, the veteran of no assist here, 5 titles in a row, looking to make it 6 here. And it all comes down to this, as we are expecting the safety car to come in by no later, as you said, by lap 25. A couple laps of racing will decide the final chapter of season 10, no assist.
Yes, so we've got a mix of tyre selections here from the people who have pitted. We've got the top 2, the net top 2, assuming they get past Ethan and Ethan doesn't park the bus.
Jensen, no!
Jensen getting a 3-second time penalty under the safety car. I can't laugh because I've done that. But Willow and John have selected the soft compounded tyres, which I think is good for about 2 laps.
Oh, and you have to mention, I believe this is Willow's final race before he switches to computer for season 11. I am rightly informed.
Yeah, it seems as though maybe next season Willow will be switching his car controls, so we'll have to see how his new controls affect his driving.
I have seen,
but
he has a very similar computer to what I have. It's slightly different, but almost very similar.
But right now, it is coming down to the final 3 laps of this no assist season. A safety car has happened in the last leg of this race. Willow and John are 2 championship contenders pitting for the soft compound tyres. Cod Camper and Deflated Wee pitting for the medium compound tyres, along with
I would
Killian.
expect the
That
safety
guy,
car, by the way, just sorry to put it, to go in this lap.
yeah, safety car. I think it might wait for Chipmunk actually. So if Chipmunk doesn't catch up, it might come in next lap.
It'll be this
and that
or
will be
next
the. It will be this or next lap, and this will be the. If it comes in next lap, it will definitely be in next lap. So we have a 2-lap sprint race to end this glorious season. This could get feisty.
I'm on the edge of my seat, literally, right now.
There is a very. I'm stood up, mate. I've got up out my chair. I do not want to sit down for this. Like, as soon as the safety car got brought out, like as soon as the safety car got brought out, I was up and out,
Your
up and
scream
out.
definitely said a lot. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
Padge is gonna love looking back at this.
I mean, this is the definition of absolute cinema.
This is. I made one for the 24-hour IMSA race the other day. I need to make one for this. Just stick like gamer tag photos on the screen. But safety car is in next lap.
Yeah, it looks like Chipman's going to catch up.
Yeah, and this means a 2-lap sprint. And this is feisty. Thomas and Jensen having a bit of a moment. Jensen, maybe a bit of a slowdown of traffic. Ethan is going to lead the restart on, well, quite frankly, very worn tyres. But Willow is going to look at making a move maybe down the straight if Ethan's final corner exit is not strong. I imagine Ethan will not want to be fighting this. He will not want his... Well, he's not going to want his memory of season 10
Money
to
game,
be...
blaming deflated lead, by the way, for his penalty. Sorry to butt in again.
Yeah, so maybe there was a bit of defensive driving or a bit of aggressive driving. Maybe it seems as though maybe deflated weird pushed forced Jensen to overtake on the grass, or maybe a not open gap. We don't know. Weren't able to see it. We'll leave that up to the stewards if it happens. If anything gets reported, of course, your steward for this week for the finale is Corgi. I really hope he doesn't have to do anything.
Yeah, I was very happy when I realised I would not be the steward for this race.
Yeah, he is also your steward for the finale of realistic tier this Thursday, which we will talk about post races. That guy has gone off track at Spoon, where he has now lost loads of places.
Safety car
should be in this lap, so that guy has lost places, which has allowed a whole host of drivers. Safety car is in. See, we'll go on board with, or we won't go on board.
We will go on perspective from camera.
We will watch Ethan's perspective from his onboard.
There's a great helicopter
see how good
right now. Overlooking shot. If you have a look at that, watching from Willow's perspective.
It is a great perspective. Bit of contact there from as Ethan is waiting. He's spun. He had a spin. Chipmunk gets a 3-second time penalty.
Willow going for the overtake already. He's looking
Willow's
at the
going defensive.
Ethan moving him to the inside. Willow's
down for
not
the inside.
able to.
He's not gonna make it done. He's not gonna make it done.
Ethan's gone wide.
Ethan's off track. That's allowed John and
John's in the
round. No!
Oh my god!
No!
Oh my god!
Willow is no.
And there's an ad break as well.
And Killian's round. No!
I can't believe it.
Oh, that was set up for drama.
Can't believe it. It can't go on like this.
We're gonna have to do the maths to see if V-Carb have gained 20 points now.
Oh my god, John's gonna gain. How many points?
So,
is it?
Oh, in fact, John's gonna get 6 points.
Yeah.
And
so
Thomas
as it
is gonna
stands,
get
then Willow
7,
is confirmed to be the season 10 no assisted champion if all hopefully could go as well.
Yeah, John maybe just getting a bit too pushy. Is fighting his all to get past Willow.
I don't know.
Maybe just got too much of the curb.
It just looks like he spun.
Yeah, genuinely, from this perspective, it looked like he had got too much onto the curb on the exit of turn 2, and then just went right. As Willow is almost crossing the line for the final lap of this race.
Be able to commentate Willow at the final corner?
Yes.
I'd love to do that as a love letter to season 10.
Yeah, Thomas getting a 3-second time penalty. Willow is going to be leading the way this entire time. Cod Camper has a 3-second time penalty. Thomas has got a 10-second time penalty for cutting a corner and gaining a place. So that means he might end up falling behind Chipmunk and Jensen, which is going to make it much more difficult to calculate the Constructors' Champion after this race. But we will do that, me and Tacit will try and do that before we end the stream for you. That way you have a guaranteed no on who is the Constructors' Champion. But the Drivers' Champion is very much looking like Willow. And he is going to be a very, very happy bunny for the entirety of his future. He has been searching for this for a very long time, since he joined the league in season 5, I want to say. John getting passed by Willow, by Killian. He has got wing damage. Cod maybe looking at picking up a fight, but he's Cod looking at Ascend, Damien side, but he's
Yeah,
not going
and
to go for it.
Willow exiting the final corner. The man who joined in season 5 is officially the season 10 no assist tier
He's done
championship winner.
it! Willow has done it and deflated. We will be P2. Cod Camper getting a 3-second time penalty,
I
unfortunately
must
pushing him
admit,
down.
this must rival no assist tier Imola of last season in terms of how they ended.
Yeah, this is a very, very big finale here. Cod Camper will be P3. Jakob with a great race in P4. I didn't see anyone else. We'll get that to you after the screen comes up. But what a absolutely bonkers race to end the season. Honestly, Willow on the on top step of the podium. It's a very British podium today, but Willow has officially won the season 10 no assist drivers championship, and he will very much be happy with that. Morgan, Willow,
Let's
he's
go,
getting the
Willow.
W's in the chat.
I'm so happy for him. I must not show any bias, but I'm very happy to see Willow as the champion and Jakob getting the in-game driver of the day as well.
Yes, but your race rundown, as I've got connecting the servers. Great!
I can do that for you now as
Please do.
we get Willow as the championship winner, then followed by Deflated B. After Cod Camper's penalty, he finishes third. Then Jakob, Ethan, John, Jensen, that guy, Chipmunk, Killian, Tuomas, Shivers, Jack, Captain Aiden is the board of results.
Okay, I got enough for the screenshots in case I need to get them. But that was absolutely bonkers.
Wait, when
honestly.
did John first become the no assist tier champion? It was 5 seasons in a row.
It's 5 seasons in a row, so it would have been
When was season 5?
Yeah. Season 5 would have been F1 20. I want to say 2023. I want to say 23 to be safe.
What like kind of time in 2023?
I'm trying because we've recently changed from doing we used to do 2 seasons a game, so this is our second season of 125. So season 9 was on 25. Season 8 and 7 would have been on 24. 6 and 5 would have been
assume
23. So it would have been the first season. It would have been the first season of F1 23.
So this is
when we did full race group.
time since mid 2023 we've had a new champion in the no assist tier.
And Morgan saying that the newspaper would be posted in 4 minutes.
I'm definitely keeping an eye
and we are going to do some calculations for the constructors championship now, because that is also something that needs to be discussed. But what I do remember is that VCarb needed to gain 23 points.
Yeah, just checking the leaderboards now. It was before all tonight's sessions a 20-point gap between VCarb and Williams. That will have changed the sprint. And John, obviously Willow, significant points gain in the race, and that is just in terms of him. I don't know how his teammate did. We'll have to factor that in as well.
Okay, so we'll do this now.
Yep.
So VCarb was P1 and that way P1 and 8, which is 25 points plus that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. So P8 will get you 8 points. So that is 25 plus 8, which is 32. And Williams were P9 and 11. Equals, so that would be 7 plus 5. which is 12. Gap was 23 points going into the feature race because of the sprint race results. So, Williams are your constructors champions for season 10.
Congratulations to Williams.
Congratulations to Williams
That would be
for
John
winning.
John.
That would be John and Thomas getting the season 10 constructors champions. I really hope I've got this right. My maths is hopefully right. Yeah, because there was a 3-point gain in the feature race. Hang on, have I done it right? I'm just going to double check this because I might have got it wrong. I mean, Okay, so I did it wrong. So
Right.
P3 and P4 in the sprint race would have been 8 points plus 7 points, which is 15. And P1 plus 6, which is 10 points plus 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 points. So 10 plus 5 is 15. Hang on, they were equal.
What?
No, so
Oh no.
we're gonna have to sit and work on this
I don't have much
because
time to, I'll be honest.
so the sprint points is P10, and so they were both on 15. So there's still a 20-point gap. We've been going through this the entire time, and I've done my maths wrong.
So they have.
And they have gained a 20 points. So this, in my knowledge, I think goes to count back. So, and for the record of the stream, I will confirm this on Thursday night stream with Willow in the realistic tier race. But V-Carb have more wins, so I think V-Carb are constructors champions. I think, yes, I think V-Carb are the constructors champions, and that's what we will go with. Based on my maths. And like I said, I will confirm this on Thursday. And stick around in the Discord for any of that stuff. But this has been an eventful race. Me and Tacit are gonna go and we're gonna go and pick driver of the day.
Yeah.
What a season. I am very grateful to be allowed to be here for the season finale. Thank you very much to Tacit and Johnny B for doing such a great job with the streaming this season.
I hope to be with him again next season for the streaming side.
And Willow is your driver's champion. V-Carb from the maths are your constructors champions. But I will confirm that on Thursday.
News is out.
Me and Tacit are going to go and just find driver of the day. I will be back on Thursday streaming with your No Assist champion Willow for the realistic tier race, which has also gone down to the final race of the season. We have got we've got 3 drivers involved, but 2 are more likely to win it. We've got John currently in the lead of Cod Camper with Alessio in third, and that'll be at 7:30 p.m. GMT on Thursday. And we will have the season finale of Assist here on Sunday, which is going to be Cal is leading the way in that, and he needs 3 points from the sprint race, 3-point gain. No, yeah, he just needs to score a point, I think, and he will be the champion of assist here with only winning 1 race. It has been a great season. He's won 2 races actually. That's a lie, but we are gonna go and decide driver of the day. Catch you guys on Thursday. Goodbye. Do you want to say anything actually?
Goodbye.
Tacit before. Is that all you want to say?
Yes,
Fair
I
enough.
really have to go.
Goodbye.